Hey man, are you a bad enough puss to stop a dinosaur invasion? I don't know if I could do it, but this MewMew PewPew game, that's what you gotta do. And yeah, so dinosaurs have invaded MewMew's home, which is his name, and he kind of looks like a ragged feral cat. Sort of like the guy from one of those Ice Age movies that I've forgotten what he was, but the guy that just lived on his own that was kind of crazy. He looked a little bit like that, but with great fur. So they invaded his home, and he has to drive them back to extinction. And this 2D horde shooter has like 8-bit like graphics. It feels like an unreleased Nintendo game from like 1984, like some sort of prototype or demo that could prove shooters could exist on the NES and should. So it's an endless shooter, and you play as MewMew, and you do the pew pew, and while dodging dino blasts and they're charging hordes. And there are also splots of blood and fireballs, but that's the extent of the violence. Like, it's really mild and tame, hence why, like, you know, maybe even Nintendo would switch the blood to sweat or something. You're blowing the sweat away of these dinos or something. So their basic power-ups increase the damage and speed of your meteor gun, which is what it's called apparently. The goal of the game is to survive as long as possible and get the highest score possible. So it's kind of like a throwback again to like the 80s or 90s games where it was all about the score and having the highest score and bragging rights. So I love the concept, and I wanted to give the game a shot. When I saw this, I got excited. I thought, hey, cool, it's a shooter, it's got cats. Man, like, sign me up for that. But the game is just too darned empty. Like, empty fields with bland graphics, and I don't even mind bland graphics. Honestly, like some of the best games, Vampire Survivors, have fairly bland graphics that look like Castlevania on bland backgrounds. And different colored yet blandly animated dinosaurs. You know, I'm okay with that, but like only if it's fun. And the gameplay is very slow for a shooter bullet hell, like very slow. And enemies just spawn beyond the edge of the screen, which forces you to run in circles while you peg the army of dinos and trying to destroy you. And the dinos are just basic ammo sponges on the screen, and nothing more than eager creatures to be shot at. Like, come shoot me, I'm running at you, I died. Oh well, my buddy will come and save me. So anyways, yeah, the meteor gun is just far too weak, and it just kills the action and therefore the fun and the pace. Like, it's too dull and too slow. Music's not bad, I don't remember anymore, but I remember that was like the highlight for me. But 5 minutes of this game really felt like a chore, unfortunately, with the gameplay loop already feeling like a chore too. So if you survive 2 waves, that is mostly what it feels like this game has to offer, and doesn't get more exciting than that level from what I saw. So despite the game being free, it feels more like a prototype or a demo at best, as I said. Sadly unmemorable, offering nothing new really at all. Like, the concept's great, and yeah, it's 3 out of 10 because the fun is purely in the title and the concept, and the premise, and just not in the gameplay, unfortunately. Like, if it was like explosions everywhere and it was kind of like Contra meets Cats meets Dinos, hell yeah, like, I would pay money for that. This is free, so I can't really complain that much. But like, I would say, yeah, definitely 3 out of 10. It's not as exciting as the concept could be, not as thrilling as it could be. So just keep on pew-pewing elsewhere. Like, the game didn't kill the dinosaurs, but the boredom killed this game, unfortunately. So pew pew, mew mew, and keep on gaming. Bye.